Alright, now we're going to take a look at the hang left and hang right. So for the hang left and the hang right, we can do it two ways. We can place up a whole bunch of them or just put two and scale them up. The one thing to remember on these is that if you are going to do something like up and down but you haven't actually set your numbers, it's usually a good idea just to do one of them. Be sure you like the numbers first so that you don't have to constantly replace them as you go up and down with it. Alright, so we're going to take the position, let's see, the scale on the up and down, and we'll just stretch them up kind of high so we can actually see a good set of movement here. And we'll move it up there. Alright, and then same thing for the right one. Let's go ahead and just place this one and scale it up and down. Alright. So if we have these, we'll probably want to put the camera on the player. That way we can track the player's movement there. So I've just dropped a camera behind the player here. Okay. So if we push play, if we're just doing just what it is right now by defaults, we'll kind of go through some of the options for the left and right jumping. Alright, so if we were to move back and forth, if we jump onto it, we have our hang and our ability to move up and down. Now, if I hold the mouse, if I'm pushing with the the arrow keys over to the right or the left, and I jump, it's going to jump based on the speed, like we did with our up and down. It'll just be that 4 speed, so it'll be really slow going off of it. If you want to have the auto jump, so that you actually can jump back and forth, if you're facing to the left and you push the jump button, it'll actually just automatically jump, and that'll be based off of the jump height and the jump over speed. And you can do it that way, where you can actually just bounce back and forth. Then you can also jump down from there. On the left and right, if I'm up here and I push down and jump, I'll actually just fall down to the ground. If you are on the hang and you actually push up and jump, you'll actually just jump. So if you're like at the top and you need to get up to the top, then you can do it that way. So again, jumping back and forth, having that speed going, and or holding the arrow while jumping is going to give you two different results with it. So let's go ahead and take a look at how those are set up and then actually adjusting those to be different elements for us. On the hang left, let's go ahead and go to the properties here for this. So on the hang left side of it, if we wanted to do just a couple of things so we can see it real fast, if we were to take the speed and actually change this up to say around 16 or so for each one, and we'll do it on this one, and then we'll do a quick test of it, and that'll be the end of this video part. So if we change the speed on the left one, we can kind of compare what's happening based on the left versus right one here. So if I was to jump here, if I'm holding my arrow key and jumping, notice my speed now is fast enough to make it to the other side, whereas on this one, if I'm holding the arrow key to the left and jumping, I only make it to there. Alright, and then we'll take a look at how the auto jumping works as well in the next one.